This video introduces you to some general tips on searching for information at the library. You can search for books, journal articles, magazines, trade publications, newspapers, theses, or any other sources of information for your research. When you search for information, you usually search in something called a database. A database is a collection of sources that can be searched by using specific words, or what we call keywords. Databases can be large and multidisciplinary, like Carleton's Omni, Web of Science, or Google Scholar, or they can be smaller and more focused, like Sociological Abstracts, PsycInfo, or JSTOR. The following search tips can be used in most of these databases to help you improve your search results. Our first tip: try not to search for the entire research question like you would in Google. Instead, focus on the most important keywords or phrases. You'll find that in many cases, these tend to be the noun. For example, I have the following question: are university students' lives stressful? I wouldn't actually search for this whole phrase. In this case, I could use search words university students and stressful. But that looks a little weird and probably doesn't work that well. That's why most databases allow you to use multiple operators or special characters to make your search more precise. Let's first look at Boolean operators. Boolean operators link your search words together to narrow or broaden your results and help you find exactly what you're looking for. So we'll first start off with the AND operators. So this helps you refine your results. It also tells the database that all search terms must be present in the results. This is really good if you want to link two or different concepts or ideas together. On the other hand, the OR operator expands your results, tells the database that any of your search terms can be present in the results, and allows you to search for synonyms or different ways of saying the same thing. So following on from our original question of are university students' lives stressful, I have the following concepts. So concept 1 is university students, or we can also use post-secondary students. And concept 2, we have the words stressful, anxious, strain. So my first search could read as follows: university students and stressful. And now notice that I used "and" in all capital letters. Most databases require this, so it's a good habit to get into. Depending on the number of concepts in my question, I could add another "and." Because there's often more than one way to say something, we can also use the OR operator. So in our example, this looks like the following: stressful, or anxious, or strain. Now let's take a look at some of the various special characters that you could use to enhance your search. We'll look at parentheses, quotation marks, as well as the asterisk or the star. So we use parentheses to group concepts together. When doing so, you can perform multiple Boolean searches at the same time. You'll notice here that we have stress or anxiety in parentheses, and then we have "and" university student or post-secondary student. Another character that you can use are quotation marks. And these help you look for an exact phrase. In the following example, if quotation marks aren't used around university student, it will find certain articles that have those two words right next to each other and have the meaning that I want, but I could also end up with articles that I don't. When using quotation marks, make sure that you have the correct spelling. So in this case, we're looking at university student or post-secondary student in quotation marks. While quotation marks search for an exact phrase, using the asterisk or star allows you to expand your search to include various word endings and spellings. Adding an asterisk to the end of a keyword root allows you to search for variants of that word. So for example, here we have anxy with the asterisk would search for anxiety or anxious. And then here the word stress with the asterisk would search for stressed as well as stressful. So now let's put this into practice. Let's do the following for your search. Choose a library database. If you're not sure which one to start with Omni. Do an initial search with keywords and phrases. Remember, the phrases should be in quotation marks. So here's an example of what we were looking at today. So we have stress or anxiety or strain and university student or post-secondary student. You'll see here that we've used the parentheses, we've used the asterisk, as well as we've used the quotation marks along with the and operator as well as the or operator. Next thing you do is you briefly evaluate your results to see if you're on the right path. You may find other words or phrases that could be used in your search. Next, do another search with new words or include more special characters and Boolean operators. And lastly, evaluate your search. Thanks for watching. If you need more help, our Research Support Services team is available via a number of channels. You can chat, text, or use our Ask Library instantly from our homepage. Note that our hours expand significantly during the fall and winter terms. You can always email us at askthelibrary@carleton.ca. Or you can also contact your librarian subject specialist. You can find us under the research help from the library's homepage. And when we resume in-person service, you can also drop by our research help desk on the main floor of the library. Thank you.